In today's episode, how do you do, winter bumpers and welcome. So, outside, still snow, sort of snowing. I was thinking about staying in all day, but then I sort of, the light. I want to go out. So I'm going to go for a walk, listening to that Tim Rice. Both of them are sort of dishes. Is there a Tim Bacon as well? I was just about to put on my snow boots when I realised, wait, haven't I got more fascinating snow boots? And I realised I have. The reason these are more like, I found these in a second-hand store and I was absolutely sort of, wow, fantastic. And they were sort of almost new. And last Christmas, the Christmas not this Christmas, the Christmas before that, or the winter before that, I didn't use them at all because the weather was fine. And I was sort of scared of sort of get them stained. But now I'm going to put them on and go out into the weather. And to put them on, I'm going to sit on my new leopard puff. No, I'm going to sit on my new leopard poof. Puff. Stupid. I just got a snack recommendation from one of my fellow vegans. So I'm out looking for those snacks. I don't think I'll find them because it's very weird. Because Susanna always finds these things first, and she doesn't even live in Stockholm. I live in Stockholm and I can't find them. You think that they would be here first, right? No. Almost never. Have you seen this immense mountain of used up Christmas trees? Such a shame. It's a great scent here. So this is something you don't see every day. A snowed in Bangladeshi bike. Didn't find that specific snack, sort of a lentil snack, but I found someone else, I think, something that I never tried before. I don't understand why people dress in black in the winter. It's so dreary. A couple of days ago, a friend in Florida asked me about some houses that were next to my apartment building, so I thought I'd show them to her and show them to you. Behind me is the block next to my house. This is not. My block is on the other side of this block. So first we have this 40s, 30s, 50s, no, 30s. Then we have this. It's like we sort of time travel now. We've got that apartment building, and then we've got this one that I think is a one family house. And then look at this. And enchanting, right? And then, of course, we have this one here. So it's kind of cute, right? Okay, and then I'll give you my house. It's that grey clump over there. But let's continue the block around, because they're lovely, these houses. Look at that giant window. I think that's some kind of a studio, right? The glass house, right? That's kind of fantastic. I never knew. I only knew when they stop their cars in the morning, they wake me up. So this is a house that looks better from the back than from the front. And I mean, this is interesting as well. Look at all those little windows. And there's, of course, that I think it's really nice. And then we have an apartment building. Now, let's go home to this bucket. I just started another episode with Tim Rice. I'm going to continue walking, but this time on the other side. I'm going to go round the block opposite my apartment building. That's an immensely big block. Don't even know if you can call it a block. That might be so annoying. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to zoom, and then I'm going to walk till I get to that place, and then I'm going to zoom again, okay? Oh, this doesn't work. I'm going to do it too hard. That is like a wall of ice. Looks like mushrooms or something. This is kind of fantastic. I think it must be somewhat heated, right? It's good, but is it the best for the environment? Not sure. Well, maybe, because they won't have to use sort of things to keep it free from snow and sleet and ice. Yes, I decide I like this. I decide I like this. So somewhere in this picture you can see my bedroom balcony and my kitchen, my toilet windows. Where? Well, there. So it's time to make dinner. No, lunch. It's 3 o'clock, so definitely lunch. Although I have those things I've been making, I thought I'd make this because I have time to do it. And this is sort of a take on cabbage rolls. Is that the English word for it? It's a Swedish thing. I think it's you wrap things in cabbage and then you fry it. And some potatoes and brown sauce and lingonberries. And this is kind of the same thing, only it's deconstructed. So first I'm going to roast potatoes, cabbage, and something else. Yeah, I'm not going to show you in detail because this is really easy. I might show you in detail, you know how I am. You do know me. But first, I'm going to prepare the cabbage and the potatoes. So I'm heating the oven, and I have 800 grams of potatoes that I'm going to put into chunks like that. And then I'm sort of going to almost shred 600 grams of cabbage. So potatoes, chunked, shredded, cabbage. Now we're going to do something. We're going to coat them before we roast them. And we're going to coat them in two tablespoons of rapeseed oil and 2 teaspoons of syrup. This is, I think, for English-speaking people, they would say molasses. I guess it's a byproduct when they make sugar. Not from sugar cane, but from sugar beets. And salt and pepper into this, and then rub. And I think there is a saying, something like slower than molasses in January or something like that, because it is really hard to squeeze because it's been standing in my cupboard. So we're going to start with putting the cabbage into that and mix it. Drops up on the floor. I'm not going to pick it up. You know, I often read in recipes that you should sort of like put the vegetables on a pan and then sort of mix them with oil. And I think it's so much easier to mix them in a bowl and then pour it onto a pan. Because then you got, I don't know, it's easier. Okay, so when the oven is hot enough, you pour the content into this is the content, and these are my very nice utensils. Carrots. Kind of kitschy, I know. You pour this onto that and put that into that. This looks fantastically evenly coated. I couldn't have done that if I sort of just put the vegetables there and drizzled some oil and stuff and try to mix it. No, I said, people. So this is something called fash. And it's kind of a new invention. It's a vegan sort of meat substitute, minced meat substitute. But they also added something to it that makes it really easy to shape. You don't have to use like eggs and stuff to keep it together. I have had a sort of 70-30 success rate with this. Sometimes it sticks, sometimes it just falls apart. But since we're making something like this, we're supposed to make meatless balls. It doesn't matter if they fall apart because I'm going to put them on the pan anyway. So I've got here, let's see how much. I've got 600 grams of this shapeable minced meat, and I'm going to add it to something. So in this bowl that I haven't even rinsed since I had the cabbage and potatoes in it, I'm going to put, 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of mustard, and a 4th teaspoon of, allspice. I'm going to use 1/4. No, fuck that. I'm going to use half a teaspoon at least because I love it. So this recipe will have a sort of mix of mustard. This is a tougher grain. I don't know what the English word for this is. And then we're going to also add some of this Dijon mustard, which is Dijon, I guess, is Norwegian for mustard. So to me, this looks like about a tablespoon of mustard. So I'm going to get it all out, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. Was it 2 tablespoons? Oh, yes, light soy sauce. No, God. Teaspoons. Not tablespoons. Oh, my God. So I guess this is enough. If it's just 2 teaspoons of mustard. Yes, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of soy. Oh, this wasn't. Yes. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce, Japanese soy sauce to that. Shake it and pour it into that. To this, I will add half a teaspoon of allspice. And I'm going to start by pouring that. Oh, it's still not. Well, it will be thawed. And onto this, I will pour a little mustard mix. Oh, just keep dripping. I've got time. So this will be done in about 20 minutes. So in the meantime, I am going to do le duchesse, as they say in France. Okay, people, time's up. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take this and form them into balls and then put it back again in 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, I will be making a brown sauce as well. So, welcome to the bake-off, the cook-off. And the easiest way to do this is using one of those. So, look at that. Fantastic, right? Yes, and now I'm trying to do this with my left hand. Oh, fuck, it's hot. So, 10 minutes, let's make some sauce. So, here's how you make a brown sauce. You take 2 tablespoons of vegan butter, put it in a pan and melt it. Then you add half a deciliter of flour, and then you're going to make sort of a roux of it. So when the butter has melted, you add half a deciliter of flour and stir, and this is going to cook for about a minute or something. This is what I've learned. This is to take away the floury flavor of the flour. This smells very good. It smells like cookies. And I want to see what happens if I let it sort of get a little bit brown. So it's turning brownish, and I'm adding 5 deciliters of vegan cream, a little at a time. Oh God, this is hot. Stirring not too... Oh God, it thickens fast. To this sauce, you then add 1 tablespoon of liquid vegetable bouillon. Is that a proper way you say it in France? Vegetable bouillon. In it goes. Yes, I've been speaking French all this time. You didn't know that you knew French? Well, you do now. Sacré-Cœur. You were also supposed to have some sort of jelly in it, but I do not have that. I have lingonberry jam instead. So I'm going to add, let's see, what was it? Teaspoon? Yes, a teaspoon of that to that. And also half a teaspoon of Chinese soy sauce. Yes. And then you're just supposed to add some white pepper to that. I don't think this is dark enough. I'm going to add some more. God. I want my brown sauce to be yes, now. So I've added quite a lot of white pepper because I like it. Or as the French would say, je l'aime bien. No, you understand French. As the French would say, I love it. So what do you say? You think these are ready? Well, they look fantastic. Yes, they are. Oh, God. I thought, when I was doing the sauce, I thought, I'm not really hungry. And then I smelled that and I thought. So people, this is supposed to be 4 portions. How many meatballs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like it's 3 per portions. So, and then we're going to add some lingonberry jam and some gherkin. This is, I think, a typically Swedish dish. So I bet you're hungry now, right? 1. So this is supposed to be 4 portions. I better economize with the sauce. So doesn't that look fantastic? My mouth is actually watering. People, here we go. I'm just going to take 1 piece of, oh God, of everything. Needs a little more salt. That's good. Like, this is, yeah, this is, to me, this is typically Swedish sort of everyday food. Bon appetit. I don't know why I did that. That's weird. Bon appetit. So it's time for dinner, but I'm not really hungry, so instead I'm going to make a massive amount of popcorn and sort of flavour it with my own flavouring, which isn't that advanced, just more to some, let's see here, salt, nutritional yeast and oregano, maybe, some smoked paprika, sugar. So people, I just want to show you my enormous bowl of popcorn. This flavoured with salt. And I pulverized all the spices in a mortar so that it easily clings to the popcorn. Salt, onion powder, oregano, smoked paprika, and deactivated yeast, which gives it sort of this cheesy flavour. Oh, that's me in a ball. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and tell all your friends and family and lovers how fantastic I am, and tell them to watch me as well.